Make yourself proud. Motivational article. Success is not about impressing the world. It is not about collecting applause, gaining followers, or proving doubters wrong. The most meaningful achievement in life is much simpler and much deeper. Becoming someone who makes yourself proud.
At the end of the day, when the noise fades and the crowd disappears, there is only one person you must face: yourself. The question is not whether others admire you. The question is whether you admire the person staring back at you in the mirror. Making yourself proud is not a destination. It is a daily commitment. It is choosing growth over comfort, discipline over excuses, courage over fear, and purpose over distraction. This is the story of becoming the person you were meant to be.
The hidden desire we all share. Every human being wants to feel proud of their life. Deep inside, we all want to know that our efforts matter. We want to believe that our struggles have meaning and that our dreams are worth chasing. Yet, many people spend their lives seeking validation from others. They work for approval. They speak for acceptance. They live according to expectations. The result? They may gain recognition, but they lose themselves. True pride comes from knowing that you stayed faithful to your values, even when nobody was watching. It comes from keeping promises you made to yourself. It comes from becoming stronger than the excuses that once controlled you. Stop comparing your journey. One of the fastest ways to destroy self-respect is constant comparison. Social media shows you someone else's highlights while hiding their struggles. You see their victories. You don't see their sacrifices. You see their success. You don't see their failures. Comparison creates the illusion that everyone is ahead of you. But life is not a race. Your journey is unique.
Someone may be richer than you. Someone may be smarter than you. Someone may be more talented than you. But nobody can walk your path. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Every small improvement matters. Every step forward counts. Every lesson learned is progress. The moment you stop competing with others and start competing with your old self, everything changes. Pride is built through small victories. Many people believe pride comes from huge accomplishments, winning awards, building companies, becoming famous. But real pride is built through tiny daily victories. Waking up when you said you would, finishing the workout, reading one more chapter, saving money instead of wasting it, keeping your word, showing kindness when it's difficult. These small actions seem insignificant, but over time, they become evidence. Evidence that you can trust yourself. Evidence that you are growing. Evidence that you are becoming stronger. A mountain is built one stone at a time. A great life is built one choice at a time. Keep promises to yourself. Nothing damages confidence more than repeatedly breaking promises to yourself. When you say, "I'll start tomorrow," "I'll do it later," just this once, you teach your mind that your words don't matter. Imagine having a friend who constantly made promises and never kept them. Would you trust them? Probably not. Yet many people do this to themselves every day. Self-respect grows when your actions match your words. If you promise yourself 10 minutes of exercise, do it. If you promise yourself 1 hour of study, do it. If you promise yourself you'll stop procrastinating, begin now. Each fulfilled promise strengthens your identity. Each completed commitment builds pride.
Embrace discomfort. Growth and comfort rarely live in the same place. Every meaningful achievement requires discomfort. The discomfort of learning, the discomfort of failure, the discomfort of discipline, the discomfort of change. Most people run from discomfort. The successful learn to embrace it. They understand that discomfort is not a sign to stop.
It is often a sign that growth is happening. The muscles become stronger because they are challenged. The mind becomes wiser because it faces difficulty. Character develops through resistance. Whenever you feel uncomfortable while pursuing a goal, remember this. You are expanding beyond your current limits, and that's something to be proud of. Learn from failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every successful person has failed. Every champion has lost. Every expert was once a beginner. The difference is that they didn't allow failure to define them. They allowed failure to teach them. When you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn? What can I improve? How can I come back stronger? Failure only becomes permanent when you quit. As long as you keep moving forward, every setback becomes preparation for a comeback. One day, the failures that once embarrassed you will become the stories that inspire others. Take responsibility for your life is the moment your life begins to change. Blaming circumstances may feel easier. Blaming other people may feel justified. But blame never creates progress. Responsibility does. You may not control everything that happens, but you control your response. You control your attitude. You control your effort. You control your decisions. When you accept responsibility, you stop waiting for rescue. You become the author of your own story. And there is great pride in knowing that your future is being shaped by your choices. Build character in private. The world sees your results, but character is built in private. It's built when nobody is watching. It's built when nobody is cheering. It's built when nobody knows how hard you're working. Anyone can work hard when the spotlight is on. True discipline appears in the dark. The extra hour of practice. The early morning workout. The late night study session. The difficult conversation. The decision to do what's right, even when nobody would know otherwise. These moments create integrity. And integrity creates pride. Be patient with your growth. A tree doesn't grow overnight. Neither do people. Many individuals quit because they expect immediate results. They work hard for a week and become frustrated. They try for a month and lose faith. They compare their chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Growth requires patience. Trust the process. Trust your effort. Trust the seeds you're planting today. The results may not appear immediately, but consistency always leaves a mark. One day, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. and you'll be grateful that you didn't quit. Create a life that reflects your values. Success without values is empty. Money without meaning feels hollow. Achievement without integrity feels incomplete. Ask yourself, what matters most to me? What kind of person do I want to become? What principles guide my decisions? When your actions align with your values, life becomes more meaningful. You stop chasing what impresses others. You start pursuing what fulfills you. And fulfillment creates a deeper kind of pride than external success ever could. Courage creates confidence. Many people wait until they feel confident before taking action. But confidence doesn't come first. Courage comes first. You gain confidence by doing difficult things, by facing fears, by taking risks, by stepping outside your comfort zone. Every courageous action sends a message to your mind. I can handle this. Confidence grows from evidence. The more challenges you overcome, the stronger your belief becomes. And eventually, you'll discover something powerful. You are far more capable than you once believed. Become your own hero. Stop waiting for someone to save you. Stop waiting for perfect circumstances. Stop waiting for motivation. Be the hero of your own story. Show up. Work hard. Stay disciplined. Learn continuously. Keep moving forward. Every day gives you an opportunity to write a new chapter. Every choice shapes your future. Every action becomes part of your legacy. The life you want is built through daily decisions. And those decisions begin now. The power of consistency. Talent is valuable. Intelligence is useful. Luck can help, but consistency beats them all. The person who shows up every day eventually surpasses the person who relies solely on talent. Consistency transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. One workout becomes a stronger body. One page becomes a book. $1 saved becomes financial security. One good habit becomes a transformed life. Never underestimate the power of small actions repeated consistently. They are the foundation of greatness. The day you become proud. One day, you will look back. You'll remember the struggles. You'll remember the doubts. You'll remember the moments when quitting seemed easier. And you'll realize something incredible. You kept going. You survived. You grew. You became stronger. Not because life was easy, but because you refused to give up. That day, your pride won't come from perfection. It will come from persistence. You'll be proud because you fought for your dreams. You'll be proud because you honored your values. You'll be proud because you became the best version of yourself. Final message. Make yourself proud. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Today. Take the first step. Keep the promise. Do the difficult thing. Choose growth over comfort. Choose discipline over excuses. Choose courage over fear. Because years from now, the greatest reward will not be what you own, what you earn, or what others think of you. The greatest reward will be looking at your life and saying, I didn't give up on myself. I became the person I was capable of becoming, and I am proud of who I am. The story of Vira. The sun was just beginning to rise over a small village when a young man named Vira sat alone outside his family's modest house. At 22 years old, he felt lost. Every morning, he watched successful people on social media. Some were building businesses. Some were traveling the world. Others seemed to have everything figured out. Meanwhile, Vira felt stuck. He had dreams, but no direction. He had potential, but no confidence. He had goals, but no discipline. The more he compared himself to others, the more disappointed he became. One morning, after scrolling through his phone for nearly an hour, Vira sighed and said to himself, maybe I'm just not good enough. Are you trying to make yourself proud or impress other people? The question caught Vira by surprise. He had never thought about it that way. For a moment, he sat silently. Then he answered honestly, I don't know. His grandfather pointed toward a mango tree standing in the yard.
When that tree was planted, it was smaller than your hand. It didn't compare itself to other trees. It simply focused on growing a little every day. Vira looked at the tree. It was tall, strong, and full of fruit. What does that have to do with me? He asked. His grandfather smiled. Everything.
That evening, Vira made a decision. He stopped comparing himself to others. Instead, he took a notebook and wrote a single sentence. My goal is to make myself proud. Underneath, he listed 3 simple habits. Wake up early, exercise for 30 minutes, read 10 pages every day. The goals seemed small, almost too small, but for the first time in years, he felt hopeful. The next morning, his alarm rang at 5:30 a.m. His bed felt comfortable. His body wanted more sleep. For a moment, he almost gave up. Then he remembered the notebook. He got up, not because he felt motivated, but because he wanted to keep his promise. After exercising, he felt tired but satisfied. That night, he placed a small checkmark beside his first completed day. It wasn't much, but it felt good. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. The changes were slow, so slow that nobody noticed at first. But Vira did. He had more energy. He felt stronger. He was reading books instead of wasting hours online. Most importantly, he was beginning to trust himself. Every promise he kept became evidence. Evidence that he was capable. Evidence that he was growing. Evidence that he could change. For the first time, he wasn't seeking approval from others. He was earning respect from himself. One afternoon, an opportunity appeared. A local business owner was looking for someone to help manage online marketing. Vira had no experience. Immediately, fear appeared. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? The old Vira would have walked away, but the new Vira remembered something he had learned. Confidence comes after action, not before. So he accepted the challenge. The first few weeks were difficult. He made mistakes. He struggled. Sometimes he felt overwhelmed. But instead of quitting, he kept learning. Every problem became a lesson. Every failure became a teacher. Slowly he improved, and the business began to grow. A year later, Vira's life looked completely different. He wasn't famous. He wasn't rich. He wasn't perfect. But he had something far more valuable. He had self-respect. One evening, he found himself sitting beneath the same mango tree with his grandfather.
The sky was painted orange and gold as the sun disappeared beyond the horizon. His grandfather smiled. "You seem different." Vira nodded. "I am." "What changed?" Vira looked at the tree. Then he smiled. "I stopped trying to impress everyone else." His grandfather nodded knowingly. "And what did you start doing?" Vira looked down at his hands and replied, "I started making myself proud." For a moment, neither of them spoke. The wind gently moved through the leaves above them. Finally, his grandfather said something Vira would never forget.
Success isn't becoming better than other people. Success is becoming better than the person you used to be. Vira smiled, because now he understood. The greatest victory wasn't the job he earned. It wasn't the money he made. It wasn't the recognition he received. The greatest victory was becoming someone he could respect when he looked in the mirror. And that night, as he walked home beneath the stars, Vira felt something he had not felt in years: pride. Not because he was perfect, but because he never gave up on himself. And deep inside, he knew that no matter what challenges came next, he would continue growing, learning, and moving forward. Because every day, in every choice, he had only one goal: to make himself proud.
The best lesson from the story of Vira. There is one lesson from Vira's story that stands above all the others. The greatest victory in life is not making other people proud, it's making yourself proud. Like many young people, Vira believed that success meant gaining the approval of others. He compared his life to the lives he saw on social media. Every success story he read made him feel like he was falling behind. Every achievement of someone else made him question his own worth. But comparison only stole his confidence. Everything changed the day his grandfather asked him a simple question. Are you trying to make yourself proud or impress other people? That question transformed Vira's life. He realized he had been chasing approval instead of progress. He had been focusing on what others thought instead of becoming the person he wanted to be. From that day forward, Vira made one decision. He would stop comparing. He would stop making excuses. He would simply become a little better every single day. He didn't start with huge goals. He started with small habits. He woke up early. He exercised. He read books. He kept the promises he made to himself. At first, nobody noticed. His family didn't see a dramatic change. His friends didn't celebrate him. The world didn't applaud here. But something much more important happened. Vira began to trust himself. Every small promise he kept became proof that he could rely on himself. Every disciplined choice made him stronger. Every difficult day he refused to quit made him more confident. That is the secret many people overlook. Confidence doesn't come from talking about your dreams. Confidence comes from keeping your commitments. Months later, opportunities began to appear, but they weren't the reason Vira succeeded. His success came because he had already changed on the inside. He had become disciplined. He had become patient. He had become responsible. And most importantly, he had become someone he respected. That is the greatest lesson from Vira's story. Your life changes when you stop asking, "What do others think of me?" and start asking, "Am I becoming someone I can be proud of?" Every day gives you a choice. You can make excuses, or you can make progress. You can compare yourself to others, or you can compete with the person you were yesterday. You can wait for motivation, or you can build discipline. Remember, no one else can live your life for you. No one else can make your choices. No one else can build your future. At the end of your journey, the applause of the crowd will fade. The trophies may collect dust. The money may come and go. But one thing will always remain: the relationship you have with yourself. So live in a way that earns your own respect.
Keep your promises. Learn from your failures. Stay patient with your growth. Take one small step forward every day. Because years from now, when you look back on your life, the greatest reward won't be fame or fortune. It will be the quiet satisfaction of saying, I never gave up on myself. I kept growing, I kept fighting, and I became someone I'm truly proud to be. That's the best lesson from Vira's story. And it's a lesson that can change your life, starting today.
10 powerful quotes. Make yourself proud. The proudest moment of your life will come when you realize you became the person you once dreamed of becoming. Don't live for applause. Live for the satisfaction of knowing you gave your best. Every promise you keep to yourself is a brick in the foundation of self-respect.
Make choices today that your future self will thank you for tomorrow. Success is not proving others wrong. It's proving to yourself that you are capable of more. When nobody is watching, your habits are creating the person you will become. The goal is not to be better than everyone else. The goal is to be better than yesterday.
Be proud of how far you've come and stay hungry for how far you can still go. Your greatest competition is the person you were yesterday, not the people around you. One day, you'll look back at your struggles and realize they were the reason you became strong enough to make yourself proud. Make yourself proud, not with one big achievement, but with 1,000 small victories that nobody else sees.